Queen of Cups. She holds her cup like almost like a trophy. She's very proud of her heart and her feelings and her emotions and the capacity of the depth of love that she carries. And that is not ever something to, especially going through perhaps a broken heart or bumps in the road in a relationship, that I mean, when feelings are on the flip side of not feeling so good, it doesn't feel so good to have them, but they are also our indicator of change, of what isn't working. Welcome, Libra. This is Divine Goddess Tarot. My name is Jessica, and this is your weekly zodiac reading. Let's jump right in and see what energies and messages are coming forward through tarot and for you this week. My goodness. And see what energies are coming through this beautiful week right there. So Night Wind, facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. Beautiful. Let's see what your future or higher self, what messages are coming through for you. Right there. Cunning woman, silent, observant, and wily. And as far as your guides, your angels, your gods or goddesses, this is the support group that you have that surrounds you for this journey. And it is guide, the illuminated path. So beautiful. And last but not least is just tips and tricks or what you need to know this week. Realizations and epiphanies. Perfect. So let's define these messages more with tarot to see exactly what's going on for you this week, Libra, right there. Seven of Wands, the World, and the Page of Cups. The future or higher self, right there, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords, King of Cups, lots of King energy, Three of Wands, beautiful, Seven of Swords, right there, Queen of Cups, bottom of the deck, the Hermit, right there, Two of Cups. All right, Libra. So the overall energy this week is, I'm really feeling there's been a little bit of standing your ground, facing some fears that you've had. And I really feel that with the World card here, there's also some release of something. So with that, you've got this energy that this is good. This is, you've been working hard, or you're at a place in your life that you're really standing for what you believe in. You're standing for how far you've come and where you're going on your path. And you've gotten, I feel like with this Night Wind, they say that there's always, whenever you feel a breeze, there's truth in the wind. And so I'm really hearing that you've got a lot of truth coming into you of your own knowing of your path, and you've been standing your ground with it, and that's really good. And by doing that and really having your own knowing, you've got the World card. This is really a fulfillment of where your direction, where your wind is flowing with you. And of course, you are that beautiful air energy. And so it's really tapping into that. And I really feel that this week you may even have something coming at you that could be a surprise. It could be a gesture of feelings or emotions, or it could be actually just a surprise in something. You'll know what that is. Over here you've got the Two of Cups. It could be love. It could be something that I'm feeling, I don't know why, but a little bit of just friendship energy here, that perhaps you didn't expect that from this person, and that's why it is a surprise. So and for some of you, you know who that is. For others, it could just be a surprise and change in something. It could be an actual surprise. With the cunning woman, silent, observant, and wily, I do feel that, and with the Three of Swords here, whatever situation is happening, there is a little bit of an undercurrent of the winds of change here. And I'm really hearing that with that, there's a stillness that needs to take place this week, and just really be open to listen and observe and listen to the messages. And you've got the King of Wands here, who is so much about the fiery inspiration of creation. But King energy too is very wise. It's very sometimes just sitting there and observing. And along with the cunning woman, she is asking you to be very silent and kind of still as of now. There might be something that deserves some truth coming forward. You've got the Three of Swords as well as the Seven of Swords. So if some of you are in relationship, perhaps there's something that's just going on that is coming to the surface. To the extent of it, I'm not really feeling, I don't feel that it's, for some of you, a deal breaker, but I do feel that there could be some things coming that you get to just observe and see in time what brings forward. The Queen of Pentacles, with that energy, is softness, is even though you are being wily, I'm hearing wily coyote for some reason, it's to just, but be nurturing. You know, she's got a little rabbit here, so she's got that symbolism of big ears. So be listening. I mean, this to me just reinforces that energy of being nurturing, but being wise, being loving, be soft, and yet knowing and ready to create. Perhaps for some of you, yes, this is definitely something going on. For others of you, this could be just a part of what's not working in your life anymore. And it could be just healing parts of your heart. So this doesn't always mean a third party, and it does for some of you. But this is also can be just parts of our heart of forgiveness and going within to heal parts of ourselves that are still wounded. Your guides are definitely saying the illuminated path, and I believe that when we say sometimes set back, and because you've also got the Hermit here, it's time to go within a bit. There's just, you've got the World here, everything's coming out and coming to fruition the way it's supposed to. However, some just reservation is deserved. Observation is what I'm hearing. And with that, you've got the King of Cups with your guides who have illuminated a path for you. And with that is really getting grounded on how you feel. The King of Cups has done the work to feel grounded in the emotions. They are emotionally intelligent. They know that their feelings, and you know, they don't just go blah all over everyone with how they are feeling. They really know how to embrace their feelings. They know how to communicate their feelings in a very productive, solid way. And so I'm really feeling that when perhaps things come more to light after this time of the Hermit, that you will be in a place of being able to express yourself in a very emotionally sound way. And by doing that, your path, okay, so this is all path energy, and you've already got the Three of Wands here, which is you setting off perhaps on a new path. I'm feeling for some of you, you will be pivoted in a new direction. So things are just this week, I'm really feeling the energy of lay back, be the fox, be wily coyote, and be the observer. And so with that, you might be setting off on a different direction than you thought, and or even perhaps the same path but in a different way. So there's something for you this week, really here, but it is taking and being quiet enough to hear what the messages are. Remember, body language, everything is it really is what teaches us what is being communicated, not what is said. So really, I'm feeling like with this of the Seven of Swords, I'm really just feeling, watch the body language. Take what's yours, leave the rest, and there's just something here for some of you that's not quite right. So yeah, be that wily coyote, that cunning woman, your realizations and epiphanies. So that's where tips and tricks, things you need to know. Queen of Cups, you've got a lot of really beautiful grounded energy when it comes to feelings and emotions, and ground into it, lean into your natural knowing, your feelings about something. I really believe that's your knowing, until perhaps you have what your truth is. So really ground into that beautiful watery energy. Don't get swept off too much into that air energy, but ground into your feelings and emotions. And there, by going within, your path will be lit up of where you need to go. And these are two are side by side each other. That I really feel that, and this is actually this way. So the Hermit is facing towards the Three of Wands. This is where you're going. You're down to make some choices and set down a new path, is what the cards are saying. So keep that in mind. Last but not least, what is really beautiful, and I feel like this is just a reminder of what, love is the absence of fear. And sometimes when we are in relationships that are perhaps not our forever, they are showing us something about ourselves that's out of balance. Is it sparkling back with love? And that's something that when you go to the Queen of Cups, she holds her cup almost like a trophy. She's very proud of her heart and her feelings and her emotions and the capacity of the depth of love that she carries. And that is not ever something to, especially going through perhaps a broken heart or bumps in the road in a relationship, that when feelings are on the flip side of not feeling so good, it doesn't feel so good to have them, but they are also our indicator of change, of what isn't working. And so with the Two of Cups here, this is balance, this is equal offering. And so I'm really feeling that you get to analyze whether or not this is a love of equal offering, if this is something that sparkles back the same of love and respect and honor and grounding. And if it's not, then you get to look at that. It's really asking you to look at whatever this connection is and take it all in, and you get to analyze if this is something that you move forward with or you go down a new path. So it's deep, it's beautiful, but it is what it is. So make sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising as well as Venus for a full scope of your reading this week. Thank you so much for joining me, Libras, and I'll see you next time.